Hello, here is a mini band core and hip strengthening workout. This workout uses a mini band. I've got a quite medium to heavy weight. If you have a range, please grab them because you might want to increase the range of motion or decrease the range of motion for a bit more spice. We'll have 7 moves and then we'll repeat it twice through total. So we do one side of the body, then the other side where there's unilateral work. Really good workout to help strengthen the hips, especially if you do a lot of running. It's just a really nice way to mobilize through the hips, which are often really quite stiff. And so yeah, we're going to pair that with some core moves. We're going to work 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. Like I said, if you've got some bands handy, please grab them. But we're going to come down to the mat. I'm going to start your classic. We're going to start in a bridge. So I want the band at your thighs and coming down. We're going to do a bridge march. So here we go, that's very loud. So you're going to bridge up and then you're going to draw the right knee in and place it down, staying up in that bridge. So trying to think, initiate that move from the hip. Inhaling, exhaling in, inhaling down. Trying to keep the hips nice and steady, chest down, just keeping that nice engagement through the core just to keep you steady. Think hip in, so you want to go for flexing at the hips whilst controlling that resistance with the band, with or without the band. So keep moving. I'm just going to turn down the timer noise. It's very loud in my ear. Going to go 3 seconds. Last one. And come down nice and safely. I'm just going to go straight over to one side and we'll do the other side the next time. We're going to do some classic, your clown. So my knees, my feet are in line, bottom of my feet in line, my bum, elbows under hips. We're going to open that band and close that band. Core's nice and engaged. Lower abs, so not sinking into the floor. Nice and tall here. So opening and closing, feet together. If you want more, can come up. So thrust the hips forward into like a little modified side plank and open and close here. Really trying to keep stable and strong through this lower core. So that's where the core comes in, is keeping you nice, keep from collapsing from the floor. Feel it in the glute as well, both of them. Open, control it, close. Almost there. We got 3 more seconds, so try to fit one more in. Open, closed, and down. So coming up into that side plank, so staying on the same side, you want wrist underneath shoulder, knee under joint, coming out here. So in a nice line, and push the hips forward slightly. And if this is too much here on your arm, you can always come down to your forearm. We're going to lift and lower that leg. So keeping that foot parallel with the ground, it's going to lift and lower. So I'm going to bring my band slightly lower down so I get some resistance. There we go. So lift and lower. You want that foot parallel with the ground. Try not to lean back. It's really easy to start pushing the bum back. Strong in that side plank. Lifting and lowering. Really getting into the hip here. Think about lifting from the hip, not from the foot. So lifting the thigh up. Inhaling and exhaling. Almost there. Then we're going to go onto all fours. Keep those hips pushing forwards and woo, down. We're going to come down onto all fours, keeping the band where it is. So nice neutral all fours position. We're going to hydrant to the side, then toe tap, so a little external rotation and back down. So here we go. So we go, knee goes straight out, toe taps the floor, comes back and down. So keeping steady with that core. It's going for a rotation. You want the knee to go out and in, so you're slightly opening and closing the leg. So getting really into rotating or staying nice and strong through this all fours position. Pushing the floor away. I'm going to look down, so I stay keeping that nice line. Open, tap, and down. You can come off the wrist for a second because we're going to go all fours again. We're going into a bear, and we're just going to open and close the knees, trying to stay as steady as possible. So here we go. Inhale, tuck the toes, let's hover, open the knees, close the knees. Nice and steady. Here it's all about stability. We're just trying to lead the movement from rotating those knees out and in. If you need to tap down in between, please do. Looking down, keeping the neck nice and long, open, close. Got 15 seconds more here, almost there. Then we're coming off the wrists. And closed, good. Almost there, last one, open, close, lower down, coming off the wrists. So we're going to take the band to our feet. So think this, the soles of our feet in the middle. We're going to be on forearm plank, and we're going to do knee drives in. So draw one knee in and down, in, down, in, down, in. Actually, let's come up on, if you can, if it's available, into a high plank. So slightly, gives you a slightly bit more room to drive that knee straight in. So think flexing at the hip. Flex, extend. Staying strong through the arms. Almost there. Pull on that band. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. I'm going to move the band to the ankles. So nice and easy. We're going to keep the left knee down, coming down to the forearms. We're going to straighten the right leg out. And we're going to lift it up and down. So toes down, we're going to lift and lower. Trying to stay strong through the core. Lift it straight up and down. So it might not go super, super high. Just think of keeping the pelvis steady. So not bending in the back. Strong, up and down. Good. Tap the toe, lift the leg. Think of lifting from the thigh. You might then see that you don't go as high. Keeping that core engaged. We're almost there. 3 seconds. Stay focused, strong through the arms, and rest. Okay, we're going to do that again on the other side. So starting with those bridges, with the left knee or the other knee marching. So nice and high. Bring that band up to the thighs, and off we go. So coming up, core's engaged, nice and steady. Drive the knee in and bring it down. Think stable through the hips. Drive. Drive. I'm exhaling when I bring my foot down and inhaling when I bring my knee in. So think hip flex, hip extends. Steady through the hips. 10 more seconds here. Good. Drive that pelvis up. Not too much so you feel it in the lower back. And lower down. Okay, those clamshells on the other side. Goes quickly. The rest goes quickly, and I don't have the window open. So watch this space for some sweat. So check the elbows in position. Nice sort of 45-degree angle. You can be here opening, closing, strong through that lower core. Or we could come up, so thrusting the hips forward. I'm going to clamshell here. Opening and closing. Really think about rotating through the hip. Opening a book. It's pages of a book. That's open to readjust. Open, close. Nice and steady. You might find one side is different to the other. Super normal. Keep going for 3 more seconds. Open, close, and slowly lower down. Woo. Let's do that leg lift. So I'm going to move the band just a little bit lower, and you're going to come into that side plank position, and we're going to thrust the hips forward a bit, check the arms, nicely placed. I'm going to lift and lower, keeping that foot parallel to the ground. Lift, I'm going to shuffle over, so I've got some mat space. Lift and lower. Strong, think length through the hip, strong through the floor. Good. Try not to dial the chest forward, try to keep it open. Lift, lower, keeping the hips steady here for 10 more seconds. Find the balance. 2, 1, and rest. Coming onto all fours. We've got that hydrant, so I'm going to face you this time. So going out, and I'm going to tap that toe down. So keeping the band where we are. Here you go, all fours. Other leg this time. So you lift, tap the toe, bring it back, and closed. Lift, toe taps down behind. It's that little rotation. Closed. Lift. Trying to keep the weight evenly through the hands. It is a challenge, I know. Lift, tap, and down. Lift. Trying to keep that knee high when you tap. It's a challenge. Tap, and down. Lift, tap, last one, and down. Come off the wrist a second. So give me a little rotation. We do those bears, opening, closing of the thighs. Open and close from the joint. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. So hover, nice and strong, open, close. Just think slow and steady with these movements, and you can always take the weight, and always take the band away. Open, closed. Open, closed. Resist looking at me, looking sort of straight down, head, back of the neck, nice and lifted. Almost there. 10 seconds. Stay with it. If you need to take a break, just pop those knees down, come up, open, close. Keep going. And woo! Rest. So we did these. We're going to just transfer the band to the soles of the feet and come up into that high plank knee drive. So slow here, controlled. Let's go. So into that plank, driving up and down, up and down. This is where a slightly lighter band, you'll find you got a bit of a better range of motion. Keep going. Got one more move after this, unless I've forgotten one, which is likely. Really focus on keeping the hips steady in that drive. Got 10 seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1 more drive. Yeah. And rest. Transfer the weight, transfer the band. It is a weight, but it's just a banded weight, isn't it? To the ankles. We've got those leg lifts on the left hand side, and then we are done. So setting up in that forearm, one foot's down, the other's out, nice and strong, toes pointing down, lift and lower, anchoring through the other foot. I know it's tempting to wobble about a little bit, so just really think stable base, even weight through the legs, and not sinking into your lower back. You want your back to stay still, so you might not find your legs going very high. That's so normal if we want that stability. Up, down, strong. Leg on the ground, also working. Core is engaged, just to keep you nice and stable. 2, last one. And rest. Awesome. Done. Take the band off. Oh my gosh, if you can, take the band off. That there was your hip and core banded workout. Really good one. Also really nice one to mobilize before a run or after a run or something like that if you're going for a cycle or doing any unilateral work, or if you know if your hips are particularly tight. So great work.